Right, I'm back. Not quite dead yet, but haven't been too well for different reasons, which I've made a couple of short videos about, but I'm not going to bother words. I'm not going to bother you with that now. What we're going to do today is the mod contest has started and Seasons has been released. We're going to have a look at Seasons. And that's a surprise for you. Alright, first of all we need to download it. I'm going to do it via the game. It's the mod contest. As you can see here, there's an extra category in your mods bit, and we got to find it, and it was somewhere near the end when I looked before. There we are. Seasons hasn't even up, so we'll install that. We'll wait here for this just to load in, and we have a few quick words about Seasons. It changes everything. It takes over vehicle maintenance, does away with the rather clunky in-game system and puts its own, I think it's more sophisticated and cheaper system in. It takes over all the growth of the crops, it takes over the weather, it takes over animals management. You have to do it near the correct way. It does a lot of small things like bales. If you've got snow mask added, bales will rot if they get wet. Whether you've got snow a mask or not added, you cannot, and we'll just let this load in, you cannot store grass bales, whether in or out of cover. I'll go over snow mask hopefully tomorrow. Alright, we'll have a look here. We've got that in, so we'll just do this. I've got one clear one here. Put it onto normal, and we're find Old Ridge. I'm using Old Ridge because I like Old Ridge. This is Old Ridge 17, and I'm just going to check since Seasons there, and that's all the mods I'm using, not many. So we start that, let it load in, and we'll have a look and see what it does. I haven't actually used this version like most other people. I've been using the promotions version, which Relimus was very kind to let me into the promotions system, and this is the first time I tried the proper release version. We don't bother with that, no. And spring is here, so you flowers, trees, blossoming, blah 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 blah. Right. First thing we're going to do is actually take this on a bit. It's a bit too dark, it's better, so we can actually see. Right, first thing to do is to bring up Alt S, second page of that here. This is all your stuff, but you can have the introductions for each season on or off. Keys in the help menu, that's the F1 menu, shows you what does what. Temperature scale, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Season length, well, it's 3, 6, 9 or 12 days. Now, I'm going to go 3 days for this. It's not recommended 3 days, but I'm going to do this because I want to rapidly go through a year. Snow mode, this won't make any difference at all on your, until you put a snow mask in. If not snow mask, at least have the coding added to the map, and I will show you that tomorrow. So snow tracks make no difference. Crop moisture on or off, we'll leave it on. I'll apply the settings. That will come up with this, but you can ignore that if you're starting with a new save. And the page before, this is your crops. If they're in blue, the figures here, which is the temperature, you cannot plant them. Well, you can plant them, but they won't grow. Let's just be completely honest about it. Grass is about the only one you can plant. Spring, summer, autumn, or fall, as the Americans say, and winter. Fresh leaf, sunshine, old leaf, snowflake. Quite easy. The green here is when you can plant. As you can see, you've got some here which are what are called winter crops. That doesn't mean they fruit in the winter. That means that's when you can plant them, or in this case it's autumn crops really. because you do get the problem in winter. The ground could be frozen. I don't know if we get that here. And one other little thing we've got is, I'm just going to hop into a vehicle, bring up courseplay. Not that I want courseplay, I don't want that. It's better. Alright, this is shelter season, air temperature, soil temperature, what the weather conditions are. These are the actual day and what season you're in, early spring, and that's on ×5, which doesn't matter, and that's real-time clock, which I like to keep on so I can see where my life is going. And then we've got, this is left Alt F, and this is the forecast. As I'm using 3-day, you get most of the forecast up there, which is quite handy for the year. Alright, we're going to have a nice day today, but we can't plant much. We can plant in the rain, but we can't harvest and we can't cut grass. So if you're like Duxbury into grass, you might just be a little bit disappointed if you get a lot of rainy days. You can cut it, but you can't turn the grass into hay, and you can't keep the grass. Catch 22. Cut silage on. Not in real life, because that'd be too wet. You need to dry it a bit before you silage. Alright, so we got coming up, you got rain, fine, rain, fine, rain, fine. We don't know what the winter's going to be yet. Hopefully there'll be some snow, but I want to get rid of that. Hop out of that, and we're going to find somewhere with some trees, which as we get through the year will change colour. We'll try here. I'm going to fast forward. This is not recommended. And we'll go through what you can do each bit. So we go up to mid-spring now. It's getting a bit warmer. You might notice the way the clouds and the shadows react now. A lot better than it used to be. And it's on this. Here we are. Alt N, once you get into night, you can skip the day, which is what we've done here. It will take its time because it has to do the calculations. All graph calculations take place overnight. Right, let's have a look on here. Right, today we can plant almost everything except for corn and soybeans. Now soybeans, I have found, are an absolute nightmare. Sunflowers, you ain't got a very big harvest bit, they'll grow up it, but at least you can plant them at a lower temperature. Soybean have to be planted at least 10 degrees. As to corn, but you've got a longer time to harvest, from late spring right through to the end of autumn. But soybeans is just the autumn. No leeway at all. If you don't get them done during the autumn, forget it. And if it's wet, remember, you can't harvest. So we'll take it forward another day. As you can see, the shadows move around nicely, and we've got rain, and almost at once wet crop comes up. No cutting your grass. Well, you can cut the grass, but no tethering it. It won't work. You wouldn't, in real life, I don't think you'd even cut grass in these conditions. Now, once you've got wet crop, it takes some time for it to clear. You just skip the night, and it will rain day and night. And we're still in wet crop. Won't have had any chance overnight to dry out. So we're but still not quite warm enough to put soy in. Now you see the problem. We're already into late spring and we still can't get the soy in the ground. We're going to have to, looks like we're going to have to go into early summer. It isn't going to be ready before then. And we can also get the corn in, but I'm not so worried about the maize. I'd be far more worried about trying to get the soy in. I'll run through what you can do with the animals in another video. I'm going to try and make a real series out of this. Short but sweet, really. And we're now coming to night again. Are we there? Yes. And now we hit summer. This is now the time to make hay. No, it doesn't look a lot different, does it? I think the colours on this tree slightly change. They get a little bit darker. But we can now, we now plant the soy and the maize, so you'll be busy planting those. And also, of course, if it's dry, you'll be making hay what you can. This will be very much like real farming. You will be rushed off your feet in certain times of the year, and other times you'll be twiddling your thumb waiting for something to happen. This is where it pays to have other industries on your farm to keep you busy during the quiet periods. Now, fertilisation stays standard 1 or 3 times. It's up to you. You choose. As I think I said, you cannot turn withering off. It stays no matter what. It's part of the game, like soil mod. It's in there, you can't turn it off. Right, we're now midsummer. Wet crop. Luckily nothing's ready to harvest, but we've now missed the opportunity to plant anything. That's it. We're done. What isn't planted now, your cash crops, forget. Oh, I think I might even put grass down and hope you get one cut off before the end of the year. If you need extra grass. Alright, let's take this. Oh, I'm still wet crop, so still can't make hay. Get early morning, still only 9 o'clock time. You could make some hay. Till I haven't done this for a while, my voice is gone already. And we should next be late summer. And we're just about to come into the season to start harvest. You can see not a lot else has changed. It just got warmer. Well, it's not that warm outside there. And we just take this right through again, and we go into autumn, which is your main harvest season. It's known as the season of mellow fruitfulness. And we're now into early autumn. Now, finer trees are okay. You should by now start seeing some colour changes on certain trees, or very soon. I'm not certain exactly when it comes through on this version. I know the version I was using, they came through quite early in the autumn, but it doesn't look like they do on the release version, although that's a little bit later. Yeah, some of these should be changed, I think. I hope. No, we're now into harvest. Wheat, barley, ripe, potatoes and beet can all be harvested. Can't harvest sunflower or soy, and this is the problems. Rain coming as well, so you would have to get a wiggle on this. Let's see what time. There we go. 9 o'clock and I started to rain, just so you get the combines well wound up. You can hear the farmer swearing. Alright, let's take this through. So this is very much a rough and rush bit. the afternoon you can harvest again. Coming into the evening, lovely sunset. Look at that. They have done a remarkable job. They're only a small team. Hit the right buttons in a minute. Now we can now see certain trees are now changing colour. You can see that. Go here. We're now this shows you probably into autumn now. The autumn leaves on there. This is all done 5 seasons mod. There's no trickery pokery on my behalf. This is part of the mod. It only works with giant standard trees and certain other modded trees, but not all trees work. So you build a map, pays to stay for ease with the giant trees. Evergreens will not do this, of course, and it looks like one or two of the others don't. But that certainly has changed nicely. And we now go forward, and it doesn't look like we're going to get any snow. That's a pity, really. But I'm not going to keep going till we find it. What I will do is put some snow on the ground at the end, and I wish somewhere turning those notifications off. Mid-autumn, we hope we've got the broken back of the harvest, because if not, you're in trouble. It's raining. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's raining. And here we go. Trees are still looking nice, and I'm paddling in the duck pond, and wet crop, no hope at all of harvest. I'll leave that up there. Now it stopped raining, but you're going to have to wait, and you have to wait longer in the autumn and winter for the wet crop to disappear. And now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you get down and you can actually start to harvest again. You can see the fun and games you'd have with this, and it's lovely nightfall. Now, just trying to take this on to bring the skip night up. There we go. And we're now into early winter. And we've got our first day of frozen ground. Now, frozen ground. And you see it takes longer now to get into the day, and those ones where the leaves are changed are now all fallen, so you will have bare trees. Looks like mainly the silver birch which is changing, but should be the lot by rights, and I think it's probably the map, but it's not quite set. Could have done this on a standard map, but I decided we'd do a mod map. Alright, so we're now in early winter. We can't plough. That's out. No ploughing. It's frozen ground. And the only thing we could actually... we can't do anything with oil-seeded radish and either, really. Or come to think of it, poplar. Well, probably we might be able to cut because it's only frozen ground, it's not wet crop. I have to be honest, I don't know the answer to that. I should have asked. Alright. Let's go on. It's gonna rain. It's too hot for snow. Get into the night. Huh. Oh, it's the weather. There we are. We have snow. Whether we will actually have enough snow to get a covering, time will tell. This is all custom work. Just put the light on. It's all custom work by the guys. As you can see, well, we have our one layer of snow. This is all we'll get because we haven't enabled the map fully for snow. Now, if you haven't enabled the map, you won't have your bales rot, except for grass. Grass will rot no matter what. But you'll still have, like inside here, the snow. Doesn't look very realistic, does it? I'm glad we got some snow. Not sure if we can, yes. No, we'll let the snow sit on the ground. I won't bring it off. I'll just leave it alone for now. Just try and get some daylight. There we go. Midwinter. Now getting very cold. Still frozen ground. No ploughing, no cultivating. Forget it. Nothing will touch the ground, the soil. There's the chickens. And of course it's an egg hunt in this map, but I'm not going to bother. You can see it's quite deep. There's a poor old chickens there. Not looking very happy. Lying down in the earth. And you can see the hills in the distance there, and I'll just show that off. In fact, I might just make this my screenshot. Hold on, if I just turn that off. Turn that lot off and just hit that one. That'll do nicely. Alright, we're almost through the year, so we're just trying to finish this year off. This is where you take your time and see what you can find to occupy yourself. I see it's so cold, the snow isn't melting. There we are, another day done. This should be late winter coming up. Late winter, correct. I win a cigar. And it's even colder now. So we've got the frozen ground. No chance of any work at all really on the farm today. Grass won't be grown, well it's under snow anyway. Most of the time we'll be hunting around for other little jobs to do. And to finish it off, we're about right around the spring, and I shall end this one here. And we'll do a little bit of other work. Let's give you a brief outline on how to make a snow mask in the next one. It's straightforward but time consuming. Now I think we need to go and have a look at the trees which had lost their leaves. They may not be quite up there yet, but I think we take it for another season. They should come back. But I've been fast forwarding so much, it wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't. So I've gone through a year in 25 minutes, just under. Early spring is the time to. So look. Well, we can't do anything because nothing there. It's ready. We at least got rid of the frozen ground, but everything's still too cold to do anything. I'll take it through one more day, take it right up to there. You notice the temperature is changing all the time. And the snow's now gone because it's got warm enough, it's melted it. Let's see if it's not quite dark enough yet. So perhaps I should have put up the F1 menu so I knew exactly when it was ready. And there's no synchronising. I hope I haven't broken it. No, well, it's caught us up. And we're now fast forward, and I think we will find. Now, remember this tree here was bare? Well, we now got spring leaf on. So we have done one season just running around doing absolutely nothing. No work done, just a quick look at the one mod, and only part of one mod. As you can see, here's the eggs which I couldn't see because of the snow. And we're picking some of them up. Don't know why I'm bothering because I shall reset this map anyway for these. Let's probably reset to do the snow mask so we start everything from afresh again. Right, with that I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Don't forget to go and vote on the mod hub. Pick your favourite mods, and you can vote for more than one if they're in different categories. No, I don't think you can vote for two in the same category, but if they're in different categories, certainly can. And this is one of the best mods I think I've seen almost ever. Looks even better with a wider selection of trees there, and then probably would have looked better if I picked someone a bit. Map with more trees. I know that Synoptica not looks very impressive, but it looks good nonetheless. You're seeing snow, and we will get some deep snow in next time. Nothing's growing. That's a surprise. I didn't plant anything. So, again, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you try and remember the way around to do this. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm always happy to have new members aboard, and I am now back and will be making videos most days. I will break a recent rule, and I will actually post one for tomorrow, and that will be the one I'm making the snow mask, and after that there won't be another one till Monday, and that'll be another one, at least one more on seasons, possibly two more. Any questions, comments, queries, or anything else you wish to know, please leave comment in the comment section. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.